Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Mayor of Heerlen, I wish you not only a very warm welcome this afternoon in my city of Heerlen, but on behalf of my colleague from Aachen, Marcel Philippe, also bid you a warm welcome to the city of Aachen. I would also like to express my thanks to the organization of both Cultura Nova and TEDx for giving me the opportunity to open this meeting. Today you will be taking part in a very special edition of TEDx, not only the third one in this region. This TEDx is also a part of the Cultura Nova Festival, which was opened yesterday in Heerlen by our Foreign Minister Frans Timmermans, who will also make some remarks about the connection. He's a guy from Heerlen, lives all his life in Heerlen, or he is connected with Heerlen. He was asking, he put the question forward to, are we more connected with Germany the last 30 years, or are we less connected? And he said, it's strange, because the borders are being disappeared, but in my view, we are less connected. Limburg is becoming more Dutch, more Hollands, and that's not a nice word for the Limburg guys. So it's as the same as Aachen is becoming more German, and Ludwig is becoming more. Belgium doesn't exist, so it is Wallonia or becoming more French, and Hasselt even become more Flemish. So it's very strange. We've got all kinds of technology instruments to be more connected with each other. In the policy, everybody says borders doesn't exist, even at this day. When I tell it to my little children, they are 11 now, they are not so little anymore, and 16. When we cross the border, I point always, look at this, look at that. What's that? That was the douane. The douane? What's the douane? Yeah, you have to show your passport. Have you to show your passport? Do you really mean it? Yes, because we're crossing the border. It's totally disappeared. But on the other hand, do we go from Heerlen to Aachen? How many times are my children being in Aachen? It's only 10 kilometers away. I was talking with some guys from Amsterdam. He asked to me, how far is Aachen? They have a feeling that's about 60 kilometers. I was talking with the director of Haskoning. It's one of the main big companies in the technology, you know what I mean. They make use of engineers. And it was before the crisis. And they need a lot of people to work for Haskoning. And it was not possible to connect the people to Haskoning. He came to, because he was from my former city, Nijmegen. That was the headquarters of Haskoning. And he talked to him, and he came to me to Heerlen. And I asked him, have you ever had people from the RWTH in Aachen? The RWTH? What's the RWTH? The director, the chief of one of the most famous engineers companies in the Netherlands, doesn't even know, never heard about the RWTH in Aachen. Are we connected? Of course, we've got internet. We've got infrastructure. But are we really connected? Or are we getting more isolated from each other? Or do we have some narrow-minded, not narrow-minded, but narrow-based connections between very small groups on the other side of the border? That will be one of the questions we will be examining today. And if you ask, are we connected? The first answer is always, of course we are connected. We are much more connected than in the past. But is that true? Are we really connected? The journey from Aachen to Heerlen that will be undertaken by rail this afternoon clearly illustrates this connection. One train connection in 1 month? Are we connected with each other? And not only in August. Even if you're not in August, you have to imagine that between the cities of Heerlen and Aken, only 8 kilometers, 10 kilometers distance between each other, there is one stop train every hour. Are we connected? This is not before the first century, First World War. This is now, 2013. One train every hour. Are we connected? Yes, of course, we are connected. But are we really making use of the possibilities of this connection? As the mayor of Heerlen, I have to. It's said most often to all kinds of people. You're living near the border. Doesn't exist. Do you really feel the border? And I have to say, yes, the border is still there. Because although there is Europe, although there are all kinds of connections between generations, between people across the border is still there. And as the mayor of Heerlen, this is something I notice every day. Regrettable, because if we are able to strengthen the collaboration, this will lead to many more joint ventures of all kinds between regions, or for example, Aken and Heerlen, between the regions of Limburg and North Rhine-Westphalia. The local governments of border our regions and the respective populations see the many opportunities that are available here. Work, life, shop, enjoy leisure activities on the other side of the border. But the opportunities are there, but unfortunately, despite all the good intentions, the speechwriter said, despite all the good intentions and attempts that are made by our central governments and Europe, I don't know whether it's really true, but it's written down, so I have to read it. There are numerous rules and regulations, laws, and also cultural differences that prevent us from working together as closely and effectively as we would wish. As good neighbors, we could make a greater effort to make each other stronger. But the practical barricades, in particular, prevent us from doing so. With only a slow train running between the stop train, not in the city, but the stop train, slow train, between Heerlen and Aken, this simply is not possible. What the future needs is a fast train connection, but also other forms of connections between the two regions to strengthen each other, but not to be one region. Because the strength is always because we are different from each other. And from a different kind of background, we can strengthen each other. It's the same in a city. A city is strong, but a city will be strong and the population will feel comfortable if they are living in good neighborhoods. And good neighborhoods in which they can identify themselves with. So, we call it in Dutch, eenheid in verscheidenheid. Make the other stronger, collaborate together, but be aware of your own background and your own cultural identity. But try to cross the borders, but it starts with realizing that you have also a different background. The Cultural Nova Festival and this edition of TEDx clearly show that there are plenty of opportunities, the same opportunities that our leading knowledge institutes, the RWTH in Aken, University of Maastricht, and the Hogeschool Zuid, University of Applied Sciences in Heerlen, take advantage of being sharing and exchanging their students, internships, housing, and so much more. Today, in this special TEDx meeting, I'm very proud and also very happy that we have a lot of speakers and a lot of special speakers, but there's one that's very special for me, and that is my colleague Ebert van der Laan, the mayor of Amsterdam. We'll be arriving at 11 o'clock, He's not with a train and not with a German train, so I don't know whether it's 11 or 11:05, but he will be here to present his TEDx lecture here in Heerlen, and not in his own city, Amsterdam. And that's very interesting, because also in Amsterdam there's also a TEDx event. But he chose this region, the region Heerlen, to hold his lecture. His lecture will be exploring, among other things, the role of our capital city in encouraging active collaboration with other municipalities in the Netherlands. I find it remarkable that he will present this lecture in a border city, in another country, and and see this as a clear sign that Amsterdam aims to invest in the relationship with border regions and cities across the border. Not only London, not only Hong Kong, but also Aachen. And this is a formal recognition of the many qualities of Aachen and its RWTH. Are we connected? Today you will be given an answer, and hopefully we are connected more because of this events like the TEDx event. I would thank all people who organized this. I wish you a very nice stay here in Aachen and also this afternoon, and I hope that Ebert van der Laan will give a speech which not only attracts you, but also explain to other cities and to other people in the Netherlands that Aachen and the region between Aachen and Heerlen is not only interesting to visit by journey, but also is very interesting for strengthen the Dutch economy, only because of the RWTH, but also because of connecting a new generation with each other. Thank you very much.